And I remember when the film of West Side Story came out, and that was also a great inspiration. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I went one night after work, and I went the next 9 evenings in a row. I saw West Side Story 10 times. I couldn't believe it. And I knew that's what I have to do. That's what I have to do. So I started doing some shows in and around Chicago, Melody Top, Summer Stock, and big industrial shows, dancing in those. And then I met Bob Simpson, who used to produce these revues called Hits of Broadway in the Del Prado Hotel down in Hyde Park, down there, an old hotel, but with a dinner theater. People came in and drank and ate, and we put on a show. He also produced up at the big old pink hotel up on Lakeshore Drive in Milwaukee. He had a place. I then worked for his shows down in Puerto Rico and Aruba. And that's about the time when I met Louis. Lou Conti, because we both auditioned for How to Succeed at the Schubert Theater. It was the national tour. They needed 4 dancers. And so I got the job, Lou Conti, John Spina, and Pam Beale. And so that was a big deal. But to get hired, and it was so great to dance Fosse's stuff. And we got in the show, and the show only ran for 3 more months. And then it closed because it had been out for so long already. And so I was down in Puerto Rico doing the Hits of Broadway, and I get a telegram and saying, would you like to go on tour? How to Succeed is closing on Broadway. So you'll do the last week on Broadway. You come to New York, rehearse, and then you'll go out on tour. I hadn't even moved to New York yet. And yes, so now, okay, this is 1964, early 1964. I fly to New York from Puerto Rico, and I'm in New York City in rehearsal and then on Broadway for that last week, walking out of the 46th Street Theater, which is now called the Richard Rodgers Theater. Walking out of that stage door that first night, I was 19, and I just couldn't believe where I was. It just was too magical.
Chicago Dance History Project is a not-for-profit community archive of original and collected materials. We appreciate your support.